a Friday night here in Southeast Asia, and I have decided to take it off, which for me is not probably what most people think of as taking off the night, but remember, I'm not teaching the ESL classes after 6:30. I'm going to eat snacks and finish a movie I got on Amazon Prime Big Day thingy that they had this month, and I'm going to listen to the last half of my business law 2 chapter, my quick quiz, answer the discussion, and maybe tomorrow morning I will do my essay for that. Before I go, I'm getting a massage tomorrow morning. The massages are like $8. I'm going, why do I not do that like every week? But I haven't been. Since I've been here, I've only had like 2-3 massages. And my last 2 were this last week because I'd hurt myself, and I was like, you should do that more often. Maybe you wouldn't hurt yourself so much. So tonight, I was finishing up some student notes and looking out my window at a fishing cat. I was like, that is a very large, fluffy tail at the back of my neighbor's house. I wonder what that belongs to. I was like, this morning I woke up and I found a gecko smashed in the back door of my house. I'm like, well, he didn't make a sound when I slammed it last time. I was going, I went and took my trash down the road, and I was like, I need to find a stick to get this gecko off the side of my door. And I had a little plastic bag. I dropped him into, then put it into another bag so the ants don't get the body. And I'm like, it was an interesting animal day. So last night I was talking to my landlord. I'm like, you know the little green geckos that kind of come into the house? I said, I'm guessing they're not poisonous, but I've been sweeping them up and releasing them back into the wild. And she said, Onna, they're not going to cause you any trouble, but they do come in at night sometimes, but they do not bite. They're not harmful anyway. I'm like, okay, it's Pascal, but still, Pascal needs to be outside, not in my kitchen, or like I was mopping my bathroom floor today to get ready for the weekend, and I'm like, there's a little gecko in there under my sink. I'm like, little dude, my bathroom is not interesting. It is not the great outdoors. You need to go back out there. So I released him to the wild. But I was finishing up my notes, and I look out the window, I'm like, that is a long, poofy tail that is quite pretty, but I've never seen a cat with that long of a tail. The tail is literally about, I would say, 24 inches long. And I was going, I've seen some big cats since moving to Asia. I'm like, they have really big cats that are naturally longer and leaner and very pretty, but bigger. But I'm going, even with me seeing big cats, this is an extremely large cat. I'm going, it's not the, tiger type of cat, but I'm going, it's like the size of what we would call a wild cat back where I came from. And I'm going, I'm going to just walk outside very quietly and see if I'm seeing this right. Because I'm like, maybe my neighbor has a dog or some other animal or maybe there's 2 cats and their tails happen to be next to each other. I mean, my mind is reeling, so I'm like, I'm not sure, but I'm going to go check this out. So I walk around the side of my house. I'm going, the cat looks up. The cat is the size of a Labrador. And the cat is just sitting there with beautiful big brown eyes, like a mini Bengal tiger, but not the same color. It's got the fishing cat marking, so it's a fishing cat. But I'm like, and it just looks up and it's pushing its tail up and down at the edge of the forest and just totally chill. And I'm like, that is a big cat. That cat is the size of a dog I grew up with. I was like, I'm going to let this cat have its inner peace moment, and I am shutting my back door. I'm shutting my front door. I'm going to shut my living room window too, because I'm guessing it could jump. So I'm going, it seems really calm right now, but what if something would disturb it? So then I come back in and I'm like, Googling cats in this country. I'm like, well, we have fishing cats in many different places here in Asia. And I'm going, I think that's a fishing cat. It looks like a fishing cat, smaller than, a Bengal tiger, lighter dark lighter markings, but same eyes as a Bengal tiger. I'm like, it really does have beautiful eyes, but I'm going, that was exciting. That and the lizard stuck in my door. I was like, I didn't mean to kill the gecko. I mean, no offense, I'm like, that was not the way I would have wanted, him to have his end be. So anyway, that was my morning and day with the animals. It's probably a good thing I don't have pets. So anyway, so this evening, I was like, I've gotten all my notes almost done. I made it through my language class, and I'm like, I got through my horribly difficult math problems for my homework with my college. My teacher was like, I contacted them a few weeks ago. I'm like, the math is killing me on the homework. And she's like, Anna, you do know if you flunk it twice, it will show you how to work the problems. I'm going, I've never had a teacher tell me that, but, I guess that's a good thing. So, I figured it out. I got my math. I am going to review it again tonight, though, because I'm like, there's one problem. I'm going, I still don't know how I am 10% wrong on that graph. Everything else was perfect, but I'm going, that 90% right on the graph, I'm going, it looks exactly like it should, but still, it's 10% off. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But so I'm going, I'm still averaging like 92% on that class overall, so I'm going, it's not that big of a deal. I do have my unit tests by this Tuesday. I'm going, I really hope I don't flunk it, but if it'll be okay. I'm like, I will review the math again. It'll be fine. But tonight, I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to eat. Because I've also been feeling bad because I'm like, I need to exercise more. I need to eat more healthy. I need to lose a little bit of weight because, I am in my early 30s and I don't want to put on extra pounds even though I have a little bit of a Buddha belly. But I'm like, the belly is nice. It's been through a lot with me. 3 cases of COVID this pandemic. I'm going, my doctor's like, Anna, you're fine. You don't need to worry about your weight. You're in your early 30s. It fluctuates. Just don't eat rice. I'm going, but I like rice. So I don't eat as much rice. But anyway, but I am going, it's the weekend, so I got snacks. I'm going to show you guys my snacks though. So, this is a Thai dessert set. This was like $60 US. I got desserts from all over the world from the Family Mart, yes. So this is the Thai dessert set. It was like 70 cents. This is a taro custard cake. This is a Japanese red bean filled paste bun. These are chicken flavored peanuts. I know, weird, but I was curious about them and it was 30 cents. This was about 60 cents and this was about 60 to 70 cents. These were about 90 cents and these were about 90 cents too. So those are my snacks for I'm not eating all of these. My belly would be a problem probably. But I'm going to try a little bit of each. And I also got a mango smoothie because today was, I don't know, it was a bit rough for me because normally I study and I work at home. And I teach like 350 to 400 students a month. So it's not that I'm not a people person, but today I had to go to school here where I'm living for my classes, and I have to go twice a week now because the online one is not working well. So I'm like, I'm just going to the in-person. It's like, it's a short walk for me to the school. I can do this, but the thing I did not calculate into this, I can do this, it's not that far from my house, was I have to deal with meeting new people. And I'm a high-functioning autistic, and I like routine. I like knowing that everything's going to be a certain way. People are going to act a certain way. There's very little variables in my life, and I have planned it that way. I'm like, it's all about your goals. Mine is not many surprises. I'm like Magnus Bane. I don't really like surprises. So anyway, I'm like, but I've been having trouble doing the online classes, so I was like, I will go to the in-person ones because my hearing is not very good, and trying to listen to the classes because they did not have good audio set up online was just proving to be impossible. But the thing is I'm going, now I'm in a class with like, I don't know, 15 other students. And they're all about my age, which people would say, oh, that's great, you're all the same age, they're your peers, but I'm going, I really don't have much in common with the other students. I'm going, I'm not here to find a foreign girlfriend. I'm not here to drink cheap, alcohol or marijuana or anything like that. I'm like, and I'm not here, I'm just like, I'm not here for the things that most of these people are here for. I'm here because I love, it's a beautiful place, it's peaceful, and I can look outside on a random day and see a fishing cat. I'm going, I couldn't see that in the States. So I'm like, I don't really have a lot in common with the other students, so it's like I can't really feel like I can make small talk. And I'm going, I'm also have hearing trouble, so I have to ask the teacher sometimes to repeat things. So I'm actually thinking about, I was debating bringing my hearing aids to class next time. I'm going, I got the hearing aids 3 years ago now, and they really do help, but they also drive me nuts because I hate the sound going up and down. So I'm actually thinking about buying something called Calm earbuds here at the end of the month, because I've read that some people that have, it's called misophonia, which is kind of like what I have, but not exactly. I have neurological deafness, and it gets worse when I get stressed or when there are a lot of different sounds, like in a classroom. So I'm going, I usually wear my padded wireless earbuds whenever I go out, like on the street to walk or whatever, because that helps it not be a problem. Or if I'm in a big shopping mall, it's like I can do that just fine as long as I have my earbuds, even if music is not playing, because it mutes the sound. But I'm going, I think the Calm earbuds would really help with the sound distortion that I'm fighting. And they're only like, I think, 37 USD for 2 sets. You get the minis and the regular size. So I probably will be busting loose and buying those and having them shipped to me to see if that helps with this audio problem. But needless to say, it was like I got home today, and I'm usually extremely peppy and positive about things. But I was like, when I got home, I was going, I don't have any trouble relating to my students or my friends or anything like that. But when it's around people I don't know, I feel very awkward and find it difficult to find commonality. And also, I'm not sure where I'm going. It's very strange when you live in a foreign place, because I assumed that, like, if you lived in a foreign country, and I've lived in several now in the past year, but that the expat communities would be rather friendly and open with each other. But what I found is, instead of it being like friendly and open, a lot of times it's kind of one of those things that everyone really keeps to themselves and does not like interacting with other expats. Now, I think it would kind of depend, because if I were into, no offense, foreign girlfriends or drinking or things like that, I probably would fit into the expat community a little better here. But since I'm not into any of those things, I really don't fit into the expat community well. And the other thing is, a lot of people that are living here in Asia that are expats are retirees, and I'm in my early 30s. So it's like, well, it's not that there's anything wrong with age gap friendships, because I've had many friends that are in their retirement years when I was growing up and as a younger person. But it does cause sometimes, I think, a little more dissonance because of the age gap. So I'm not sure, but today I walked home and I was like, it's just not an easy day for me today. So I got home. I taught some wonderful students. I chilled and watched a little more of this movie, which I'm going to be reviewing here shortly because I'm like, that was a really good show so far. But I also ordered some mango smoothie. It's like on Fridays, I always try to order my latte, my mocha, and my blue Hawaii with half sugar, so I do not feel bad drinking 3 different drinks. But today I was like, beverages make me happy when I'm stressed. I'm like, I rarely ever eat a lot of sugar, but I have found that like on moving day, which happens sometimes, I'm going, you will find me in the candy bin eating some candy because I'm like, I don't know why, but I like sugar when I'm moving. Otherwise, it's like I was looking at my fridge and I'm going, I have a whole snack shelf that has like pretzels and chocolate and things, and I'm going, a lot of those snacks have been there for over a month and a half, so I just don't eat them much. But I know they're there, and they don't have an expiration date for like another year because they're all, preserved. But needless to say, I was like, it's been a hard day. I have a Food Panda discount of 25% off because of this uber cool thing called Panda Box. I'm going to order a mango smoothie, a palm juice, and a palm frappe thingy. I don't know. So I was like, and I ordered them with less sugar. So I'm like, it will be fine, and it will keep me calmer and more chill as I go into the weekend and my day off. But that's been my day, and those are my treats.